For the latest now, we want to get right to NBC's Priscilla Thompson. She's on the ground. She's in Memphis. Priscilla, good morning.
Savannah, good morning. It has been a long and painful weekend here in Memphis as demonstrators took to the streets to demand change. And the Memphis Police Department listened, announcing they would disband the controversial Scorpion unit almost immediately after this horrific video was released. And a warning, the footage you're about to see is disturbing.
There's also a controversy growing this morning over the initial police release and what was actually seen in the body cam footage. Can you fill us in?
That's right. Police initially described this as a confrontation that occurred during the traffic stop as it began. But what we saw in that video is that police approached Nichols' car with guns drawn. An officer opened the driver's side door and yanked him out of the seat. And so there's some concern about how that was described. And we don't know what happened before that footage, but the police chief has said that she has found no justification so far for the traffic stop. And there's also concern about this description in the report that Tyree complained of shortness of breath, when what we saw on the video is that after the beating, police officers held him up against a car and he slumped over several times. So it's unclear if he would have even been able to communicate that he was having shortness of breath. And so all of these discrepancies are leading people throughout the weekend and today to call for greater accountability, more police reform, something that will likely come up at next week's State of the Union, where Tyree Nichols' parents are expected to be among those in attendance. Savannah?
Still so many questions there. Priscilla, thank you very much. In Memphis, where the outrage has already led to one change, but demand for much more. Priscilla, good morning.
That's right, Savannah, and good morning. Less than 24 hours after that video was released, the Memphis Police Department announced that they were permanently deactivating their Scorpion unit. That was the unit tasked with tackling violent crime here in the city. The department said that they heard the cries of the community and of the family of Tyree Nichols and decided to make that change. And of course, those cries were being heard across the country as people poured into the streets to demand justice and accountability in the death of Tyree Nichols after seeing that horrific video of those 5 police officers beating, kicking, punching, and tasing Tyree Nichols for several minutes. Now, all 5 of those former police officers have been fired and charged with second-degree murder. They're expected in court for the first time next month. And defense attorneys for 2 of the officers tell us their clients plan to plead not guilty. Savannah?
All right, Priscilla, thank you very much.
So a lot going on in the story today. What is next for the police officers who have been charged?
Lester, those 5 former officers are due in court for the first time next month. Attorneys for 2 of the ex-officers say their clients will plead not guilty. Lester?
Priscilla Thompson, thank you.